guys, I am at the graveyard. I'm not getting out of my car because it's really cold. So this video is going to be really probably emotional. I'm probably going to cry. But I feel like you guys as my fans or viewers or whatever you want to call it, I feel like you guys should know a little bit about me and a little bit about my backstory. And to know me, that means you gotta know my ups, my downs, my happiness, my sad times, all that. So, not necessarily saying that you need to know all of my life, but there's some things I think are okay. So, and this is one of them. So, I'm just gonna tell like the quick little story, and hopefully I don't cry because I'm gonna try to fit as much into maybe like 10 minutes as possible, I guess. But yeah. So back in the 8th grade, I had to take a chorus class, and in that chorus class I met my best friend. His name is Cole. And as soon as we met, we clicked. We got along great. We laughed. We cried together. We had a ball. We've been best friends, or we were best friends for 4 years. We got really close. Really, really close. He was there for me all the time. No matter what time of night it was, he was there. If I needed him, he was there. He was on the phone with me. He helped me sleep. He helped me get through stuff. It was just, that was how close we were. So, I ended up moving houses to my aunt's house. Or I ended up moving in with my aunt. And he was there for that. He loves my aunt, he loved my aunt. Loved the kids. He loved that I was going to get better because I went through a spell after I lost my dad where I would self-harm myself, and I was really depressed, and it was horrible. And he was really happy for me. I just realized how beautiful the sky is. Oh my god. Anyways, he was really happy for me, and he was so happy that I was going to get better, and I was going to be happier, and, then we went to high school, 9th grade year, right after I moved in with my aunt and all that. We went to high school. We ate lunch together every single day, talked on the phone every night, video chatted. More than likely, specifically, we video chatted every night. 365 days worth, we video chatted every night. Never missed one night. Now, of course, he would split the time between me and his other best friend, Skylar. So, which, I thought that was fair because Skylar was there first. So, I didn't really argue with that because I love Skylar, and she's cute, and she's friendly and lovable, and I just love her to death. So, after that, we started eating lunch together, and we fell in love with this teacher, which, her name is Miss Hunter. She's a math teacher. She was both of our math teachers, thankfully. And we fell in love with her. We loved her to death. And we started calling her Mother Hunter because we ate lunch with her every single day. And she became like our second mom. Well, we went into to make a story short, we went into our sophomore year, and we ate lunch with her again every single day. And we started getting even closer with her, which was great because we loved her. And we were so excited. She was a Taylor Swift fan. He was a Taylor Swift fan. They loved Taylor Swift. And then I loved Grey's Anatomy, and they loved Grey's Anatomy. So we always talked about that. It was great. It was wonderful. It was awesome to have somebody like to relate to on that note. And it was amazing. So sophomore year was great. We got along super. We had one huge argument and then stopped being friends for a while because we were both stubborn. We were really stubborn. And while we weren't being friends, we were kind of making amends for Miss Hunter because Miss Hunter loved the both of us. And so Miss Hunter called us in her room one day and told us that she was leaving the school and she was moving to another school. Which, you know, everybody moves on. We were a little upset about it because we loved Miss Hunter, but we were happy for her because she was finally going to get to go somewhere where she was happy, which was great. It's great for her. So summer came and I had contacted Miss Hunter one day and I told her, I was like, you know, I hope you're doing well. We miss you. Or I was like, well, I miss you, and just want to let you know that you're still my favorite teacher and you're still going to always be Mother Hunter, and all this. And she responded back to me and she said, I miss you and Cole too. I've been praying for you guys and praying that you guys will work it out. How is he? How are you? And basically, we corresponded back and forth to each other, and I told her, I was like, you know, we're good. Me and Cole are actually friends. We're making amends with each other. It was great. It was wonderful. And then we started our junior year. And just previously, at the end of sophomore year, Cole had got accepted into yearbook, which was great. It was awesome because he was finally finding who he wanted to be. He was so excited about it. He came to me and he told me, he said, Brianna, I get to take pictures on the football field and I get to take pictures of all these people and I get to put them into your book and I get to edit, and he was so excited about it. He was so excited. And I was excited for him because he was trying to find out who he was. So, we started junior year, which was, first semester was great because we had one class together, and because Cole is so high up on the grading, like, not the grading scale, but the, with his GPA and stuff like that, we didn't have classes together much. So having that one class was great. It was awesome. And we sat right beside each other and the teacher let us, and it was awesome. Every day I would go into the second block and I would sit in my seat and me and Cole would talk, and only me and Cole would talk because he didn't like nobody else in the class and I didn't really like anybody else in the class except for 3 other girls in there. So, needless to say, junior year was starting off great. Now, Cole had some health issues that he had going on, and we all tried to tell him, you know, maybe it's nothing major, you just need to go to the doctor and get it checked out. He was always so scared to go to the doctor. He was so scared to get it checked, he was scared to worry his family and his friends, and that's mainly the problem. So, he started having seizures, and they couldn't figure out why he was having seizures. So they put him on some medicine, and he took the medicine pretty much regularly. Everything was going fine. Me and Cole didn't really get to talk much, like, outside of that one class because we were both so busy. I was busy with work, and he was busy with the yearbook and being involved in activities, and our lives were both crazy that we didn't really have time for each other. And he was making new friends, and I didn't want to intervene on that because I was happy for him. But, my world came crashing down. September 29th. That was, I'd have to say, the worst day for me. I'm going to try not to cry. The 28th, the night of the 28th, Cole had texted me and he told me, he said, "I love you, Brianna. I just wanted to tell you that, and I wanted to tell you good night." And I was like, "Oh, it's just Cole. I'll see him in the morning." So, I ignored it. I read it and I ignored it and I rolled over and I went to sleep. And I regret that a lot, because if you could have told me that that would be the last thing that Cole would ever say to me, I would have responded. But anyways, September 29th was the worst day in my life, because I went to school and everything was fine, everything was normal. Nothing was wrong that I had known of until the bell had rung. And at our school, in the district that I'm in, the bells for high school ring at 8:35 every day. 8:35. So once the bell rung, me and my boyfriend, we were walking to class, and he always walks me to class in the mornings. So we were walking, and the teacher that was across from Miss Hunter's room came out of the library and caught me, and he pulled my shirt back so he could see me, he could realize who I was. And he said, "Brianna, I need you to come with me right now." And I said, "Me?" He said, "Yeah, I need you need to come with me." So I turned around and I looked at Cole. I said, "I love you, I'll see you later," because I had no idea what was going on. No idea. I went with Mr. Lyons into the library, and Mr. Noel was sitting there. And when I seen Mr. Noel, that's our principal, when I seen him, I knew something was wrong. I knew something was really wrong, and I thought maybe, oh, I'm in trouble. What's going on? You know, somebody please tell me what's going on. And Mr. Noel, he looks at me. He says, "Brianna, I understand that you know Jonathan Cole Huffman." And I said, "Yes, sir, I do." I said, "That's my best friend. Why? What's wrong?" He said, "Brianna, I need you to sit down." So I sat down, and he looked at me. He said, "Brianna, I am sorry to inform you, but Cole died of a heart attack this morning." So, when he told me that, I looked at him and I said, "What?" And I immediately, I started banging my hands on the desk, or on the table. And I was like, "There's no way." I was like, you're telling a story like this isn't true. And, he said, "I'm sorry for your loss." And Mr. Lyons was standing there. He said, "Brianna, if you need anything, you can talk to me. You can come to me." I really don't remember much about that day, because it's such a blur for me. I really only remember Mr. Noel telling me that, and then I remember one of my friends who was in second block with me and Cole she came down and she hugged me and she was like, Brianna, are you okay? Are you okay? And I was like, no, I'm not okay. Like, who's gonna be okay after they find out that their best friend died of a heart attack? So, no, I'm not okay. I'm really trying not to cry because my makeup looks really good. But, so that day I didn't go to any of my classes because I couldn't. And I called my work and I told them, I was like, look, I can't come in tonight. I'm not in the right frame of mind to come in and deal with money. I said, I just lost my best friend and I can't come in. You're going to have to find somebody else. So I called out of work that night. And I didn't go to any of my classes. I came home and I cried my eyes out. And I slept a lot. So that ever since Cole died, I've not been the same person that I used to be. I don't live the same way. I have made some choices that I wish I hadn't made, but unfortunately I can't take them back. And I live every day wishing that it could have been me instead of Cole, because he deserved the world and he didn't get to experience that. And I know that there's a lot of people out here that are going to tell me, oh, don't say that, but that's just how I feel. I've had a really hard time dealing with Cole's death. And, you know, there's been times where I'm wondering, like, is it even worth it for me to even be here? But I'm pushing on for Cole because he would want me to do that. So I stayed out. I didn't go to, I went to the funeral and I went to I didn't go to the receiving friends. I went to the funeral, and then after that, which thankfully my second mom was with me, like, the whole time. Like, she took me to the funeral, she took me to the receiving friends, and she was like, Brianna, you know, you don't have to do this. And I was like, I do have to do this. The receiving friends is really a blur for me too. Like, I remember going in and I remember sitting there and crying, but I don't remember nothing after that. The funeral, I remember pulling up here and, like, seeing his body in this casket, and then I was like, I literally, like, right after it was over, I was like, we have to leave. I can't be here. I cannot stay here. I have to go. I've lost a total of 30 or so pounds since then because I don't eat the same. I snack more. I don't eat meals like I should. And that's just how I've always dealt with grief. I undereat. And because I'm still dealing with Cole's death, it's still affecting me. I don't sleep at night. It's horrible. But, like, I went back to school the day after the funeral. I went back, and I wasn't really ready to go back, but I went back because I had to. And when I walked into my second block, which was the class meeting Cole had, I immediately, like, went to the teacher, and I was like, can I please sit somewhere else? Like, please, can I just sit somewhere else? Because me and Cole sat right beside each other in the very middle of the room. And, she told me yes. I instead of being in the middle of the room where me and Cole's seats were, I went all the way from that seat over here to the very back of the corner. And as soon as I sat down, like, I seen his seat and I started crying. And Miss Johnson just kind of looked at me, and then Rose came over there and she was like, Brandon, you don't have to be here. You don't have to do this today. And I was like, I do have to be here. And so, I don't want to make this video any longer. Like, it's already, like, 19 or so minutes long. but I just feel like this is a big part of my life, and I just feel like since this is what's going on with me now, just for the record, I am gonna go to a grief counselor. I actually just got my Medicaid fixed so I can make appointments. I'm gonna go to a grief counselor, and I'm gonna start talking about my problems and about Cole, and because I am having a really hard time with Cole's death. And like, I just want y'all to know, like, if any of y'all are out there dealing with a death and it's hard on you, like, talk to somebody about it. Or be there for somebody else who's dealing with that stuff, because it's not something to play with. Like, just speaking from my own personal experience, I have been such a depressed person in the last couple months. Like, I've thought, oh, I shouldn't be here. There's no purpose for me. My best friend's here, or my best friend's not here, so why should I be here? Like, there's no purpose. But, like, no matter what you go through, just remember that you are loved and you are cared for, and that there is somebody out there who does give a crap about you. So, I love you guys, and I'm sorry that this was a really long and emotional video, but I feel like this was a really important video that should have been done sooner. And I'm gonna do a Q&A after this video, so I'm gonna go post on my Instagram. I will put my Instagram in the description below with my Instagram name and my Snapchat name, and you can send me questions there. So I love you guys. Please give a like. I forget it. Forget it. I'm just kidding. Give a like, subscribe, and comment, love, whatever. Love you guys.